New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. So there was this article that I ended up passing by, and it dealt with Vivica Fox, and it stated that she never met the man that she could have children with. Now, instead of just reading the article, I'm going to allow Vivica Fox to basically state everything verbatim herself, and then we'll get into it.
Girl, I'm 57. I got 6 god babies. Don't think that I don't, because I didn't birth children, that I don't have children. I have 6 godchildren, and I do not feel less fulfilled as a woman, period. All I have to do is spend an afternoon with them. So we get Christmas pictures the other day. And I had them on the speed cycle. I was like, you come at 6:15, y'all come at 6:30, y'all come at 6:45. We're going to be at CPK by 8:30 because I know they're going to get tired by 9:30. And sure enough, like clockwork, they did. And at the end of the night, I was like, Gigi, love you, bookers. Okay, I'll see you next time. All right. So, but I love children. Please do not get me wrong. I absolutely love children. In my life, it was career over children. And I never met the man that I can have children with. I didn't. I almost made that mistake. And 3 months before, my family was like, you will not. You absolutely will not. And lost a whole bunch of money in deposits and this, that, and the third, but I trust my family. My family was like, no. And this one here, you don't have to deal with him for 18 more years? Hell to the no. No, ma'am, you're not gonna do that. So, but like I said, I have 6 godchildren that when God took away my opportunity to bear children, he sent my godbabies. Yeah. So I got kids. You know what I'm saying? That right there.
So within that video, you heard Vivica say quite a few things, right? You heard her say that she loves kids. She, talks about the kids that are directly a part of her family, nieces, nephews, and, how she spends the holiday and spends time, with them and schedules, those types of things. And she basically states that that is her legacy, right? That's where her money is going to go to, and I guess generationally, help them out and support them. And then you later on heard the fact that she had a marriage that was going to take place, and her family were like, oh, even before y'all step down the aisle, this is not going to sit up there and happen. And then she listed how she lost money directly on that by way of her family basically being against her getting married to that person. And then there was another relationship that she had, and then her family was like, nope, you're not about to do this one either. And you heard how Vivica basically stated that she trusts her family to choose right by her and to make sure that everything is everything. Then you hear one other part where she stated that she ended up having to choose, right? And this is something that I don't think a lot of people, and a lot of women more specifically, even understand. She said that she chose, right, business. She chose her career over having children. And this goes back into what I stated to a lot of women before. It's like, yo, you got to pick if you're going to be Clark Kent or if you're going to be Superman. You have to sit up there and pick which one you want to sit up there and be, because you're not going to be able to do both. If you decide that you want to do both, you're not going to be where a Vivica Fox is. You're going to have to do a lot of sacrificing, versus if, right, you were to do this solo and not have anything else in a sense holding you back from just being able to go forth and just run at whatever your dream is, right? And then the most important thing that I took away from this, right, is the fact of what you see directly on the screen. She stated that. She was like, I've never met the man I could have children with. And the main thing that I've explained to a lot of black women out here is the reason why that takes place is because a lot of black women choose to pick the wrong types of black men. And this is when I say in a lot of videos that black women need to be more responsible and they need to be held accountable for the types of decisions they make when it comes to having or formulating a relationship with a man. Makes no sense to be in a relationship with a man and you know that he's not trying to do anything in life. His whole life is just a dream. Like, yeah, I'm about to be, the greatest hooper, known to man. I'm about to be the greatest NFL player, known to man. But he ain't really moving towards that goal. He's not really doing anything. He's saying all of this great stuff that sounds good in theory, but where are the actions, right? That's going to build up and add up to that formula and that end result, that he's specifically stating. And you have a lot of black women out here that choose to be with guys who not really trying to do anything in life at all. I'm like, all right, well, maybe he might try to, open a business. Maybe, he might try to go back to school. Maybe he might try to do both. Maybe he's good at cooking. So, he's going to open up, a food truck where, he parks it. He got his license from the state, whatever it is. And, he's dishing out, different types of food. Like I said, there's a lot of black men out here that are successful, both big, medium, and small, when they have put their minds to something, come up with a business or a plan, and just directly acted on it. But a lot of times, a lot of these black women who say that, yo, I want to have kids, I want to get married, I want the perfect relationship, they don't go for the guys that are literally out here trying and doing. They're going for the guys that's not doing nothing. And then they turn around and want to generalize and start talking about, oh, well, I'm a good woman, I'm this, I'm that. But yet every single man that I'm in a relationship with, he's never up to par, or it's always this, it's always that. Nah, sweetheart, it's you. It's you at the end of the day. And a lot of black women need to sit in the mirror and actually face that truth. The reason why you can't get the things that you want out of a relationship is because it's you. You keep making the wrong choices and men continuously. You think by you continuously going after these types of guys that magically you're going to be some type of like build-a-bear and like fix these dudes. Let me just make something very clear to you. A man's job is to create and build. If a man wants to do something, he's going to sit up there and do it, regardless of you being there. Like I said before, I understand the whole sentiments of people saying that, oh, behind, every man is a strong woman, and a woman is the backbone in a relationship. And I get all of that, but in order for a man to be a man, he has to go out into the world as a man by himself, as a lone wolf, and sit up there and take that journey, take the bumps and the bruises and everything else like that. No woman is going to help him go through the life of being a man. A woman can't do that. She can't. I don't care what nobody has to say. A woman cannot teach a man how to be a man. She just can't, because that's not the life that she lived. That's not what she, walked into. That's not what she was born into. Right? So like I said before, for a lot of women out here, like I keep telling y'all gotta slow down. And like I said, there are decisions that you have to sit up there and make in life. Like how a lot of women sit up there and tell men like, yo, you can't have your cake and eat it too. To a lot of women, it's the exact same thing. You're not going to sit up there and be like Wonder Woman, all out here saving the world, rescuing people, and then you got like, a family and kids at home. Nah, chief, that's not how that's working. It's one or the other. If you want to have all your superpowers, then you are going to be out there with like none of the main things that every normal human woman has, which is a love life, which is a great relationship, which is a child, and all of these other things, right? When you get to live that life and see those children grow and to see what they become and to grow old, that's going to happen later on in life. Because once you're successful, right, then you're going to be like, you know what, I want to sit up there and, look for somebody. I want to get married. It's the same exact thing that guys do. Once guys build up to a certain point, we're like, you know what, all right, let me sit up here and, scout out. Let me see what the field looks like. Let me see if I can find somebody that is actually for me and not for my money, right? Because guys have to sit up there and take time to actually build up something, to create value, to show the world like, yo, this is how valuable I am. So put my number directly on this chart and let's see if, any women basically, like that number that's directly up there. Let's see if they like any of those prospects that's directly up there, right? Versus when it's women, it's like, y'all don't really got to, being real, women don't really have to do anything in order to get a guy. A woman can be on her worst day and still sit up there and get a guy and get into a relationship, on that day, So, like I said before, a woman's value, in a sense, is her beauty, right? Because we all go off of face value, we all go off of physical appearance. A guy's value is what he brings, right? So that is financial stability, that is a house, that is a car, that, like, anything that can bring stability to a woman's life, that is a man's value. Like I said, that just is what it is. That's the way that the world works. If people want to say that that is sexist or whatever it is, then so be it. I guess that is, what I am. But like I said, you can't escape the fact, and that is the fact. Women's value goes off of beauty. Men's value goes off of things that they can produce, things that they are able to do, and the financial stability that they are able to not only give themselves, but their partner that they are in a relationship with. So like I said, Vivica did the sacrifice. And now she basically sees what transpired after that sacrifice. It's like, well, I can't turn back time. Well, I can't sit up there and have kids. But to substitute me actually having kids, my own enjoyment, something that I created with a bond and a unity with the person that I love and that I'm with and that I'm married and that we're in the same household, in order for me to substitute all of that, I love my nieces and my nephews. That's who I'm going to sit up there and take care of. That's where all of my love is going to sit up there and go. That's where my money is going to sit up there and go. Like I keep telling a lot of black women out here, you can't play the same exact game that guys play, because women at the end of the day have a clock. Men do not. Men could literally produce kids at the age of 90. Women ain't out here doing that continuously. They're just not, because we know what happens with the human body, and we also understand and know the type of stress that women's bodies go through when it deals with childbirth. So like I said before, all of this trying to, in a sense, be the man, it comes with a cost. And when you look at Vivica, you see the cost. And like I said before, black women, if you're going to complain about men, complain about the wrong black men you've chosen. Don't complain about every single black man, because there's a lot of black men that you specifically overlooked and chose not to be in a relationship with, and that's on you. So all of those good guys that you overlooked, that could have been your potential future. But because he didn't have the things that you specifically wanted from the list that you specifically created, he's not in your life. And therefore, you're lonely, back out here on the field, and you're trying to go around and look for whatever's left at whatever older age that you're at this moment in time. Like I said, people need to sit up there and make better choices, and people need to choose wisely at the end of the day. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.